myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like, told me, keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
Filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
You know how you gotta wait for the audience to stop talking. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm excited about today's episode. Felt like it's been a long weekend. It's been your normal 2 days, Saturday and Sunday that I be on the show. But for some reason, I feel like we ain't been on like 5 days. I don't know what it is, right? But it's Monday. We got a brand new week. Sunday is done. A lot happened Sunday. You know, a lot of games kicked off on Thursday, so it wasn't really as packed as usual. And, you know, we got some stuff to talk about. We got to talk about the Steelers with Matt Canada out. They looking brand new against the Bengals. We got to talk about Philly and the Bills game when it went down to the wire and go to OT. Frank Reich fired again? For real? So we got a lot to talk about today, NFC South. But before we get into that, got two of my bros with me. You know, got Davey Dollars representing the, Miami University, the Hurricanes, right? The U. And we got Mr. You Done Some himself, Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, the turnover bowl went the way I thought it was going to go. So other than that, I got to watch the mid-off later on after the show because we got the Pistons and the Wizards playing right now. This is going to be one of them weeks for me, man. But I'm feeling good, man. You know, Dave, what is it today? It's Money Mondays, right?
It's also bird stew week. That's what it is. It's bird stew week. So, we got one bird out the way last week. We got another bird coming up this week. So that's the focus. But now I'm excited about today. We definitely got a lot to talk about. I'm excited to talk about these games. Steelers, Matt Canada gone. Finally went over 400 yards. Is this going to continue? We'll see. We'll see. Man, like I said, I'm excited. Like Tomo said, it's Money Mondays. We got a lot to get. It's motivational Mondays. So let's be motivated, inspired. Let's have a great show, and let's turn up.
Get on your job.
Turn me up, 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 up.
Do your thing, Jody.
Hey, Dave coming out strong. Talking about, okay, all right, I like that, Dave. I like this kind of Dave.
So look, he didn't preheat the oven. He started the grill.
All right, so now, before we get started, y'all, it's only right for you to like this video. Now, it's times in the middle of the show, I'll just creep them on YouTube. I'll see a certain amount of people watching. Let me check the YouTube real quick. I'm like, hold up, 2 likes. This don't even add up. This don't make sense. It's not enough, all right? So make sure y'all hit that like button on 3 platforms. We're on X right now, Facebook, like I said, on YouTube. Make sure you share it on all 3 platforms so people can come on and watch it live with y'all. And if you have not yet, follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms. Use the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. So far, I see 4 y'all. Shout out to Kevo, right? He's like, man, I'm praying for some honesty. I know ain't no Philly dogs up there to represent, right? Shout out to Vaughn, Mr. RBO himself, Mr. BWT, Teddy in the chat, CTC. Got the whole gang out there. What the rest of the gang, all right? All right, shout out to Daniel, all right? So look, we appreciate y'all for using the comment section. Put your comment down. We'll throw them on the screen. But if you have a super chat, we're going to stop whatever we're doing. Hold up. and then we're gonna put the comment on the screen, and we're gonna start what we're doing, read it, and we appreciate all the donations and all the gifts. All right. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
I don't know, man. It's Cyber Monday. We had Black Friday, Thanksgiving. That's probably what it was, yo. The holidays happen. And then our teams played on Thursday. We didn't have our teams don't play on Sunday, so it kind of feel like it was a long weekend. Honestly, I was watching the games on Sunday myself, being like, man, this is boring. I need something to watch. And then I said, oh, I forgot. Canada got fired. So I can watch the Steelers play. So I said, okay, this is gonna be a good game. And then I said, nah, I'm waiting for that 4:30 game. So those last two little nuggets I gave y'all, we'll talk about those in a minute. But speaking of people getting fired, right? You don't ever want to talk about a person losing their job. But we sitting in our group chat and we're like, man, what are we gonna discuss today? We have so many topics to talk about. And then boom, here go ESPN or Davey Shep. Matter of fact, not even ESPN. Davey Shefton told me before I heard the dun-dun-dun. It was more like bow, that R2L thing. It came through the phone, and I said, there we go, guys. It always happens before we start a show. Frank Reich gets fired. Right after they lose 17-10 to the Tennessee Titans. They let him go, man. They had sources come out saying that the owner went down to the locker room after the game, and they heard him cussing up a storm, saying F this, F that. It was a lot of bleeps, and the next thing you know, he pulled a Vince McMahon. So I got to say shout out to that members only, because y'all added this sound effect.
Yeah!
Perfect time.
And the what was Bryce Young. So Dave, we gonna start off with you, man. They say Frank Reich is the quarterback killer, but
Dang.
is this really his fault?
Well, seeing as though they traded all of their pieces that they had away in order to be able to get Bryce Young, I'm not really gonna put all this on Frank Reich. Because what offensive line does he have? What weapons does he have? What defense does he have to help him out? His best cornerback, J.C. Horn, is still hurt, as far as I remember. DJ Moore's gone. They traded him to the Bears, along with a first-round pick. So not only did you give away your best weapon, you gave away your first-round pick that you had. You gave away a second-round pick as well. Christian McCaffrey, you traded him last year to the San Francisco 49ers. But you don't have anything else. Your best weapon is Adam Thielen. He not. I'm not saying he trashed, but he not what he used to be. I'm not putting this on Frank Reich. I feel like they set him up, and then they just hired him this season. They didn't even give him the full season to be able to do what he had to do. They didn't give him the opportunity to go through the draft next year to see exactly how he was going to fit it out. Go through free agency. They didn't give him an opportunity for any of that. They fired him after 11 games. So I'm putting this on ownership. This is on ownership because you didn't give him anything to do with. You drafted a quarterback, but you gave him what? You gave him nothing. You were trying to trade for other receivers, but come on, it's a little late now. What assets do you have to give up to get that? You really have none. You gave up your assets to get Bryce Young. Now, granted, Bryce Young has not looked good. But what do you have around him in order for him to be able to succeed? Look at CJ Stroud's situation compared to his. CJ Stroud has Tank Dell, Nico Collins. He got Noah Brown over there. He got Dalton Schultz. Those are weapons. He got Singletary in the backfield. He got weapons. And then he got a defense back there. You got Jimmy Ward back there, who was a safety in San Francisco. You got good linebackers back there. You got a good defense. You went and drafted Will Anderson right after you drafted him. So he has a lot more around him than what Bryce Young has. So why do you expect this team to do better when you don't have anything? I'm not putting this on Frank Reich. I feel like they pulled the plug a little too early. And this is all on ownership. Frank Reich deserves another opportunity. This is not. I'm not putting this on Frank Reich. And by the way, the credit goes to Teddy. Teddy's the one that reported the news. It was not me this time.
Shout out Teddy.
Look at the network. Band of brothers. So Joe, I'm gonna come to you next, right? Because the Carolina Panthers are cleaning house. Meanwhile, the Commanders still got Ron Rivera. So how you feel about the Panthers beating y'all to the punch?
Well, the Panthers are not steadfast. The Panthers aren't patient. The Panthers are a get rich quick scheme. that's what they think they're trying to do. All right.
It's a Ponzi.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So first of all, let's start with the trade over the offseason. I think we all came on here and said, "Yeah, y'all lost that trade." Like, all right, when they traded for Bryce Young, they gave up all those picks and all that stuff, and all that stuff for Bryce Young. We like, yeah, the Bears won this one. And look what's going on. They are 1-10. About to be a number one pick again, but it's not yours. And it's good quarterback class coming out, right? So I mean, yeah. So that's that. So they're not patient. I felt like first, I'm gonna get to that, but if you're gonna hire somebody, you gotta get them at least a year or two. I mean, look at the situation. I don't understand why you fired him. That's just something that we don't know, because not only they fired him, this is funny, right? Deuce Staley got fired at Giles McCown, but the owner didn't fire him. The interim coach did. I don't think I ever heard it before in my life. The substitute coach fires people. Like, what in the heck? So are you planning on keeping him long term? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Hold up. For the people that don't know, the special team coach, Chris Tober, is the interim coach.
The special teams coach fired the quarterback coach.
I had to throw that out there. Go ahead, Joe. Finish what you were saying.
Y'all ever like work for an organization, or you probably never been a part of this or seen this. A lot of y'all, you probably bump heads, or you probably seen people bump heads, right? And then the person you bumping heads with get the role, right? Get the manager, supervisor role, and next thing you know, they hit you with the basement man, right? So that's probably what happened. Hey, Deuce Staley, he phone running back. He probably bumping cuz in the locker, like walking past, and he like, "Oh, I'm the man now. Guess what? You gotta get out of here." So, but I was confused why they hired you in the first place. I was confused. I mean, this man, okay, he got the coach job because he started his coaching career as a coach. We all know that, right? And then once he had the opportunity to be a head coach, the coach gave him an opportunity. His first year, he had Andrew Luck. What Andrew Luck do after that first year, y'all?
Didn't he retire?
He retired. All right, he retired. Then he had Jacoby Brissett, 7-9. Then he had Phillip Rivers. Guess what he did after the first year?
Made some more. He had another baby, right?
He retired. All right. He said another baby, right? How many kids he got? Like what? 20 kids, man? Some crazy.
He got a football team, man. Yeah. He got his own team.
Then he had Carson Wentz, who everybody, Carson Wentz, we all know, became a Commander the year after. And then everybody killed Carson Wentz. And I was trying to tell y'all, like, Carson Wentz did play. It wasn't him. It was a whole daggone squad that fumbled against the Jaguars. And then next year he went and got Matt Ryan. And the next thing you know what, man, that's enough. Get out of here. We're gonna bring in Jeff Saturday from ESPN to coach the rest of the year. That's how bad it was as a coach. And then you go there with Bryce Young, a young kid. Come on, man. Even though Bryce, we all know the situation at Carolina, it looked bad. I ain't even hit a hold up. Okay.
Shout out to TYP, straight to the point time.
We can't. They put them up.
Yo.
Pause.
Yo.
Shout out to TYP, in the red corner host, $4.99 super chat. Talking about punches. Make sure you go watch In the Red Corner. Second episode is fire, featuring Dave, myself. Shout out to Refuse to Lose, the best sports network. Hey, thank you again for allowing me to get him be first on the show before Tomo.
I know. I was like, dang, Tomo gave birth to the boxing jump.
Hey, Dave, you did your thing there. Joe, you done? I'm gonna make sure you done because I gotta address those guys as well.
It's the last thing. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, we got especially going. All right, Tomo coming on. That's all day. I'm like, hold up, what's going on? All right, last thing I want to say is this: the Panthers are scoring 15.7 points per game, which is 29th. 4.1 yards per play, which is last. 37% on third down, which is 20th. So I get the situation is bad, but you ever watch the Panthers? They look bad. They look terrible. Like Bryce Young look like a bust. That's how bad they look, you know. But we know it just the coaching ain't right. So obviously, I think the mentorship for him wasn't good. That's why they got rid of him. But I feel like they should never hire him in the first place.
So two things, right? Hold on, let me bring this up here first because I gotta talk to these guys right quick. Look, hey, shout out to In the Red Corner. You know, shout out to Dave for making the move to get on the episode first. I like the move you did, Dave. That was a great episode, right? But I want these guys to know. I went back and watched that episode twice. Just want to know I watched it twice, and I kept hearing the word Big Three. So I want y'all to know right now that this is the original Big Three. Don't try to find a way to try to break this up by trying to get one person on the show before another. You know what I mean? So yeah, the competition is out there now. I just want y'all to know that.
Like we started the league.
Yeah. Just remember that.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a bar.
All right. Now back to Frank Reich.
That was from J. Cole.
I know.
North Carolina. Look at that. Just keeping it all in the same state. Back to Frank Reich. All right. So Frank, all the quarterbacks that Joe just named were great quarterbacks before they got there, before they got to the Colts. Was it the Colts or was it you? You left. Richardson is there now. He was playing good. I mean, he got hurt, but he was still doing good. Gardner Minshew was there. He's doing good. And I think the OC from the Eagles last year, right? Was it Shane Steichen? That's the quarterback. I mean, that's their head coach now, right?
Yep, he's doing good.
Frank, maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. And then if you look at your staff, you had a good staff, but technically you hired that special teams coach. So there was somebody, maybe there was somebody on the inside that was relaying messages back to the ownership about you, trying to get you out the building. So could we say it's all Frank, or was it the special teams coordinator? Because like y'all said, I've never seen a special team coach get the interim job and then fire everybody else. Deuce Staley is a good running back coach. Who was what was the other guy? What's my man? He was a quarterback. What was his name? Y'all said his name earlier.
You said who?
McCown. There you go.
Look at his power right here. Right.
McCown was a high school head coach during last season as an
active
NFL
head
player.
Coach. One of these teams, y'all making me head coach last season.
I'm just saying. So look, we really gonna see what's going on here. When y'all drafted was it Bryce? I was about to say CJ Stroud. Look, I'm thinking about the other guy. When y'all drafted Bryce, right? Y'all knew y'all didn't have an offensive line. That's the same thing that happened with the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. He noticed that offensive line was not going to be any good, but he's more of a vet quarterback, so he's going to find ways to be savvy. This is a rookie quarterback, so you know you have to at least give him and the coach a year to see what it's going to be, and then to fire him before the season is even over. The Falcons weren't doing that good at some point in the season too. Did you see their head coach? He was on the hot seat. Did you see them give up on him? They said, "No, we're just going to start Tyler Heineke and see what happens." You had Andy Dalton as a backup, so if you really didn't believe in Bryce, how about you start Andy Dalton and see if it's really Bryce? There's just certain things that should have been done. And I'm with you, Dave. It's definitely ownership. You put all of this together. You traded all of those pieces. If you knew this was going to be a rebuild season, you should have just waited the year, got Caleb or Drake, or this is a lot of quarterbacks out there. There's somebody you could have went and started this thing from scratch. You let CMC go. That was the best thing they did because they were just going to ruin that poor guy's career. I mean, you should have traded him to the Chiefs or something. But, I mean, outside of that was the only bad mistake you did. Why you give him to the 49ers? But that's neither here nor there. Just saying.
And don't forget, they brought in Matt Rule last year, too.
They might get the Eagles offensive coordinator now, and then the Panthers might start looking good. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers bring in Chip Kelly.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all can go get Kellen Moore.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go try to get Jim Harbaugh.
Nah, that
Jim Harbaugh ain't taking that job.
Look, Jim Harbaugh is trying to get out of Michigan because he in trouble.
But Dave, John Harbaugh gonna be a top candidate though. You know that he ain't going in.
He's gonna be a top candidate, but he's looking at the Bears, and it's another team. Are the Bears that much better than the Panthers?
He gonna pull a Steve Kerr. He gonna be like, hold up, cuz I could take the next job. Hold on, the Warriors job available? All right, get the Knicks. I'm going to the Warriors. Cause it's gonna be jobs available. So
yeah, Chargers might be out there too.
Bills
may be looking for another head coach.
The Chargers will be good for John Harbaugh. He a quarterback coach.
That would be great.
Who else got fired as just the Raiders? I mean, they might keep Pierce though. I hope they do.
Yeah, I think they should keep Pierce.
Who said John? I said John. Oh my bad. Oh, we probably did. So sorry, man. My bad. You know.
Yeah, I think you did by mistake.
My bad. You know.
The Ravens ain't playing about their head coach, man. They like, look, get the
My
name
bad.
right. Joe, they was trying to tell you, man, move, get out the way, get out the way. If you see me on the highway, I know what I'm talking about here.
Hold on. I love your top. You're heading for the last topic.
Oh, you talking about rich dad, poor Panther?
That was
bad for him. I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad for him.
By the way, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If you ever read it, go ahead and read it. Go ahead.
Great book.
That's what I did it for the Panthers. They need to find out what's an asset and what's a liability. But we're gonna talk about how these. You called it, Joe. You called it. You said the Falcons may can steal this division. Everyone laughed. They said the Saints, man. It's the Saints. They got the better quarterback. You was like, hey, man, up and coming. They got the defense. The offense was showing signs. And then next thing you know, they got Ludacris number one spot. Joe, will the Falcons win the NFC South?
Yes. Man, hey, James Wilson, man, shout out to you, man. You was getting me hyped. I was watching that video. And like, you know how somebody rap the until they leave and come back? You know, that's how he was doing. But yeah, shout out to Jesse Bates. Let me just start by saying that. Shout out to Jesse Bates, bro.
Right.
Like, that man was balling. Now look, the Saints, right? Chris Olave was destroying them. He was killing. Then he got hurt. I ain't gonna lie, the Saints had a lot of injuries yesterday. They had a lot of injuries, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So that actually hurt them. But what hurt the Saints in that game, they got to the red zone 5 times. You got 0 touchdowns. All right. But 2 of those red zone started by Jesse Bates, who I said the defense is gonna be better, right? So the Saints can still win this division though, because although the Falcons won that game, the Saints were playing much better than the Falcons. Just that the Falcons made the defensive plays in the red zone. Sorry?
Nah, that was the comments were saying we was pausing, so I had to go to YouTube right quick and check it out. We good now.
Oh yeah, somebody maybe you need to pay for your Wi-Fi. I don't know who said that, but no. But anyways,
they're gonna jump you in a second.
Who said that?
It was Carl and Kev. It was both of them, so they.
Okay, my bad. So look, but yeah, so the Falcons, I feel like they can still win the division, but I won't be surprised if the Saints win it though. The Saints overall have been the better team to me all year. You know, even yesterday, the Saints were the better. They looked better, but they made so many dumb mistakes. Like it was miscommunication. Derek Carr threw a bad pass one time. He threw that pick 6. Taysom Hill, Jesse Bates again, forced a fumble. Like it was just so much going on every time they got to the red zone. And the Falcons made the play. The Bijan Robinson wheel route, they made the play to win that game. But when I look at the schedule, both of their schedules, both of them don't have hard schedules, right? You look at the Falcons have played the Jets, Tampa, the Panthers, the Colts, Bears, then the Saints again. And then you look at the Saints, they got Detroit, Panthers, Giants, Rams, Bucks, Atlanta. So it could come down to that last game once again, and it will be in New Orleans. So I'm not gonna lie, like I was more than one. I'm ready, Kevo. I'm not gonna lie, like I did pick the Falcons.
Read that one.
Oh, Joel ain't pay me enough. Get your views up, my man. You gotta get your views up, my man.
This is the competition episode.
All right, so look, but anyways, it might come on to our last game. And then Desmond Ridder hasn't been good this year. I'm sorry. Even yesterday, he wasn't great. You know what I mean? Taylor Heineke came in. He was Taylor Heineke. Like their quarterback position is not good right now. They're hanging on by their life. You know what I mean? So I dare say that whoever wins this division will have a losing record. I mentioned that also in that video. But yes, I still got the Vikings winning the division.
Dolphins are signing free agent pass rusher Jason Pierre-Paul.
That's a move.
I know that's a move. They already got depth. Oh, Wilson got hurt. That's why.
Yeah, Jalen Phillips. He tore his Achilles in the game.
Yeah.
But that's a
good move.
It is. And the defense been turned up since that text message.
Hey,
you know, in this
y'all,
group
Falcons
chat.
secondary is tough though. AJ Terrell, he healthy, man.
Man, that was good. Okay, Dolphins. Why y'all ain't do this like 4 weeks ago? Why y'all got wait till y'all? Why the teams want to ride? Why everybody want to sign people when they gotta play us? Like, wait, man.
Hey,
Well,
they got hurt.
he was just on the Saints practice squad. So
Oh man, yeah, he got clipped.
Mhm.
I'm happy for him though. He get to go back to another contender. At least they gonna
Yeah.
make the playoffs. Because we got to.
Am I next?
Oh nah, we saving the best for last.
Okay. Do you think, Tomo?
Because Joe picked them, and the Saints really let me down, man. They really let me down. Like I thought Derek Carr was gonna do something here, man. Because I was like, this is a fresh start for him. You got Alvin Kamara, Jamal went there from the Lions. Like this offense is gonna pick up because they got the quarterback. No more Taysom Hill trying to be the quarterback, but technically they still using him the same way. And their defense has always been solid. But I think Lattimore got put on IR too, so that may have been a reason why, some of their plays have went away. But Honey Badger stepped up. He got 2 interceptions.
He
And
did.
the next thing you know, you look up, and then the Falcons get 2 interceptions. One of them was a 96-yard pick six. And you're like, what is going on? So you really sit back, and one of the changes that the Falcons actually made, Joe, and you're going to like this, is the offensive coordinator went upstairs. So now he can see the entire field. And he's actually calling plays the way it should have been. Because look at Bijan Robinson. He's now more part of the offense. They realize that they actually have a tight end in Kyle Pitts. So it's like, ooh, I can see everything from up here. So the play calling got better. And the defense is actually stepping up. And I'm with you because I know we got a super chat coming. But hold up. Let me get this out the way right quick.
Go ahead.
As far as their schedule down the line, they played the Saints one more time, but they got Tampa Bay and they got Carolina. They could beat Carolina. Tampa Bay is 50-50. So I could see them actually winning out and getting this division.
I'm confused with the super chat though.
Okay, hold on. Tied with the 199 super chat. You said Big 3 versus Big 3 original versus BBQ.
Barbecue R2L versus in the red corner. What?
Yeah, you gotta send another super chat, brother.
A lot of verses going on.
Maybe you need more characters.
That's a fatal 4-way. You go back to WWE now?
I'm confused. So
Big 3 versus Big 3 original. I don't know.
It's like a mad problem. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5.
You want to know what's funny? Ty probably owed. Ty would like, if Jimmy had 5 apples, you're like, I don't know.
I'm lost.
BBL? What? That's worse. He better not be saying BBL. He better not be saying BBL. Cam, are you serious?
Yeah, Ty, you guys send another super chat to clarify that. We ain't reading this as a super chat. I
hope he say BBL.
It's frozen again. I don't know what they talking about.
My YouTube moving, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Stop BBL.
Stop stealing people Wi-Fi, Kev. But
another shot.
But for me, the Saints definitely have been disappointing for me, man. Because I had the Saints win this division as well. Mainly because of their defense. I feel like the defense is going to be able to carry them. But their defense is giving up some points lately. Like, and it's been upsetting me, especially in fantasy. Like, my goodness. I mean, no good. I just lost 4 straight in fantasy, so like it's no playoffs for me.
You never know, man.
I don't know, man. But I gotta give Carl a shout out though, because he did. I think there was a discussion in the chat a while ago about Tyrann Mathieu, about him being good or not, and he's having a good season so far. So shout out to you, Carl, for pointing that out. But this overall defense has just been giving up points lately. I mean, they gave up 24 this Sunday, which is not too bad. Didn't give up much then, but then I think they had back-to-back games where they allowed about 30 points, so 20 plus points. And that's unlike the Saints.
No.
That's unlike. Let me look, because I was just
I'm looking at Minnesota 27. They got Chicago 17, but then Colts 27.
Yeah, you allow like 20. Yeah, hold up. So it wasn't okay. Y'all the original. We are the barbecue R2L show. What? Versus
He meant to say
in the
big
red
three.
corner.
His finger slipped.
Okay. Y'all might be the original big three like the Celtics, but we are the new and big.
Man,
Is that supposed
another
to be
super
innovated?
Hey, you know what? Now is the perfect time to get my joke off because I was gonna let him slide the first time, but you did it twice. I know in the red corner is about boxing, but I think y'all punch drunk over there. Like, what's going on, fella? I gotta slow down.
Hey, get Ty some help. I think you in the blue corner right now because
Man.
I think okay. I
improved. Oh, okay. Boy, slow down with the typing, my man.
yeah. I mean, so okay.
Yeah, but where would let me be quiet. Let me be quiet because I was gonna say something. Let me get back
I
to
don't
my
get the
point.
barbecue part though. But go ahead. Sorry.
I
I
don't
think
get
he
that
meant to
either.
say big three. I'm looking at the keyboard. Maybe he fat fingered and put Q3. Nah, I don't see.
Oh no, Tomo.
Oh,
No, 3 the W and the E. I get that, but a Q, bro, that's 2 over 2. That's my
yeah.
Hey, I tried to help y'all out, man. I don't know nothing about boxing.
Bengals just announced that Joe Burrow underwent surgery on his wrist today.
Oh, so he really was messed up.
Yeah.
I think they under investigation, just like them and the Eagles.
They should be under investigation. I mean, they didn't disclose his injury before the game. But I back to my point about this. I definitely think the Falcons have a good chance to win this division. I didn't think so before. It's just like Joe said, their quarterback situation is just not good. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this. But as long as you feature Bijan Robinson, you got a chance because he balled out on Sunday. And then you got you pretty much got a three-headed monster. You got Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts, and you got Bijan. If you feature all three of them, you got a chance to win any game. So just keep doing that, and you got a chance because your defense is doing what they're supposed to do. Like you said, Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell, they doing what they're supposed to do. So your offense got to be able to score points. If your offense is able to produce and you're able to win in spite of your quarterback situation, then you got a chance to win a division. Now you're not gonna go far, but you got a chance to win your division. So do what you gotta do.
Yeah, because if y'all make it, I'm telling y'all like this. Let's just say perfect scenario, right? Or how the scenario is now. If the Falcons win their division and the Cowboys are the 5th seeds, right? Y'all know what we do to bad teams, man. Y'all don't want that in the playoffs.
All I'm gonna say is look what the Cowboys did last year to the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want that in the
Every 2 years we got to pay NFC South team. That's funny. But like he said, Tomo said something about saying something about the big three, y'all being original. He said, "Oh, we're the original chips. They barbecue. Not really. Y'all are barbecue because y'all only do boxing. We kind of like we do all flavors. We do.
I told this the competition.
Yeah, we Frito-Lay. You're just the chips.
Yeah, we the actual brand. You know what I mean? Like y'all part other brand. You know. So
hey, like a assorted box of chips. Y'all just the one. Never mind.
I was about to say something real quick. Forget it. Oh yeah, they're deep. Saints and Falcons defense are literally identical. They allow the same amount of yards, and they both allow the same amount of points. I think it's literally identical.
I think that whole division is almost identical outside of the Panthers. Like outside of the Panthers, actually the Panthers defense is good. If their offense was just a little bit.
Baker Mayfield is looking like the best quarterback in the division. He's balling.
That's crazy.
He is.
That's crazy to say because I think without a doubt everyone thought it would be Derek Carr.
Yeah, I didn't think Baker would be good at all. I thought he'd be benched eventually, but he's been playing good. He had his moments, Baker moments, but down the stretch,
he been playing with a lot of moxie too. He been playing with a chip on his shoulder. He been playing well, man. Shout out to Mark. That's his guy.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to a quick man. This is the competition episode. I want y'all to know right now, everybody on the network, man. If y'all tuned in, just know it's time to get the views up. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, man. We're gonna figure out what's wrong with Ty keyboard in the break. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, check out some of the other episodes after our episode. Don't cut us off to try to watch one of them. There's pre-recorded. We live, baby. So check out this commercial break and we'll be right back.
Sorry, Ty.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mind, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
So 3 things happened while we were on commercial break. Let me go back to what I just saw. So Florida has fired the defensive line coach Sean Spencer and DB coach Corey Raymond. The 49ers have signed free agent safety Eric Harris to the practice squad, and LeBron James is now the NBA's all-time leader in total minutes played.
Oh,
MJ who? I knew he was going to be upset.
Bad.
got the most rings, only 4 championships. That's crazy.
Man, we're not going to do that today. That man retired to go play baseball. Actually, he pulled a Matt Canada. Nah, he didn't get fired. He just left. He had to take a little break. That's what Matt Canada should have did. Now we got to talk about these steel curtains right quick, man. Steel curtain back. We watched the Sunday show. We talked about it. We was like, man, they haven't had over 160 passing yards in almost about 6 games.
Yeah.
It was like Matt Canada and Mark was on the same phone call. They're like, look, man, I got a bet. Just hold them under this amount of touchdowns. And then boom, he get fired. And then the running back, I think it's the running back coach that's actually the offensive coordinator right now. 400 plus yards. They's like, 400 yards? Is that me? Is that you? We out here doing our thing, man. We missed you. Boy, where you been? They managed to get a massive 421 yards in their last game against the Bengals, who kind of are trying to find their footing right now. You know, they won 16 to 17, 16 to 10. So we got to start this off, man, right? I'm going to let you go, Dave. I'm going to let you go.
Okay. Will it continue? That's yet to be seen. Now, this is a good accomplishment because they haven't had over 400 yards in the last 58 games. 44 of those games, Matt Canada was the offensive coordinator. So that means even before Matt Canada got there were 14 games, almost an entire season without them having over 400 yards. So I think if they do this 2 more times, then I'll say that because I believe that it has to happen in 3s.
Hold on, how many games has been?
I said 58 games.
Dang.
Yeah.
58?
58.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The only reason I know because I posted it in the chat. So
That's good.
but it's like I said, it's yet to be seen. It was a good thing to see for the Steelers on Sunday, but they have to do it again. For me, in order to say that is something that's new that's going to continue to happen, I got to see it again. Now I think it can happen, but will it happen? I don't know. So I gotta see it happen. It's
yeah.
Matt Canada, it was definitely a bad OC. I mean, there wasn't nothing that he was doing right. He wasn't featuring their best 2 receivers, Deontay Johnson and George Pickens. Najee Harris just had 99 yards rushing for the first time this season. So this offense has been nothing less than putrid. What with Matt Canada there? So finally, they got over 400 yards. Now we just got to see if this can continue. Their defense has always been stout, but their offense has to be able to match what their defense is doing. Now if they do this again, then I can say that yes, it's something that's rebranded. But other than that, no, I won't say that right now.
And Ty, yes, it's 58 games without gaining 400 yards. It's 58 games. I had the same thing. Nah, that's crazy. Somebody told me too. Like they told me they swapped out all the Canada Dry ginger ale for Schweppes. They don't want nothing to do with Canada no more in Pittsburgh. They are done with him, bro. That's insane. And then for them to get all them yards, you would think that the wide receivers would be a little bit more happy. But there was like certain plays with Deontay Johnson was just like, I don't even want to be here no more. I don't know what happened with that fight, but he's just like, I don't want to be here no more. Then George Pickens had moments. I think he had a moment where he got shaken up, but he got right back in the game. Najee Harris found out he could be a running back again. Kenny Pickett was like, look, I'm a wheel and deal. He ain't throw no touchdowns, but he was still willing and dealing with the football. I mean, the tight end had most of the yards. So that goes to show you that this offense was being held back by one person. And there was a lot of talk earlier about coaching when we talk about running back coaches, because somebody said something about Deuce Staley. And here's a coordinator that was literally holding the entire team back. Good thing he is gone. Do I think it's going to reach preseason expectations? Not just yet. You know, that's one game. It could be a flash in the pan. You really don't know because you got the Bengals that's still trying to get over their situation with their quarterback. Like they just lost the leader of their team. Well, one of the leaders of their team. Steelers have next. Let me look that up right quick, or if one of you guys can help me out. But they are going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're just going to be like this all of a sudden greatest show on grass. I don't think they're going to be that, but they are going in the right direction. Yeah.
All right. So look, this Steelers offense, that game, that was the most consistent, the most like they actually moved the ball every drive. Every drive they moved the ball. The points, the score doesn't really tell the whole story. They only scored 16 points, whatever. It was 16-10. But they were moving the ball. Like what kept stopping every drive was like Kenny Pickett would get pressured and it would just be like a bad throw, whatever, right? But the tight end, like you said, Pat Freiermuth, whatever his name, Freiermuth, he played good. He built out Kenny Pickett, not built him out, but he kept catching him off the scene like a million times. Like every third down play, he was catching right up in the middle. All right,
Yeah, he had 11 catches for 120 yards, something like that.
Yep, 9 catches for 100. Yep, 120. Najee was running that ball. He was running hard.
Yeah, he almost had 100 yards, but he just missed about a yard.
Yeah, 15 carries. He was running hard. There was one play when he went out the middle for like a 2-yard gain. You know how the whole, like, you know, like the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman, right? And they just held him up, whatever. And then next thing you know, 2 yards turned into 20, bro. Like he was literally getting held up and he kept moving the pile. And then he just broke loose and gained 20 yards. I was like, dang, he was running hard. So look, but I'm gonna give an update real quick. And for those in the R2L family, Mark and Vaughn got a bet between Brian Robertson and Najee Harris for yards and TDs. Right now, Najee Harris got 598 yards. B-Rod got 611. Right? B-Rod got 5 touchdowns. Najee got 4. See, right there. It's gonna be a close battle.
It's a close one. It's a close one.
Wait, ain't no way, bro. This man team had under 400 yards a game, and it took one game for him to get back in the. Nah, y'all better start handing the ball off, Mark.
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't know if this is reported either, but DTR is in concussion protocol. There's a good chance Joe Flacco starts.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. DTR ain't not great. I don't know what everybody can say. Like, he's still he's not that great, but will they reach the expectation that was set for them in the preseason? Now, in the preseason, we all know that they scored on every first drive. That everybody was like, man, coach on FFC, he's been on point all year. He's told people to start Sam Howell. He told people to get Cuz, the tight end from the Lions. He said a lot of good stuff. But he also said, draft the Steelers receivers. That offense is going to be crazy. So are they going to be crazy because the Bengals are the second worst defense in the league when it comes to yards allowed. So this pump my brakes, all right? Like they said, I gotta see them, but offensively, they don't really have to be that because they play backups for the rest of the year until they play tomorrow at the end of the year. They play a bunch of backups the rest of the year. You look at their schedule. So will they be one of the top 10 offenses the rest of the year? No. But can they be average? Yeah, I think they could be way better than they were. Kenny Pickett in the first half, he was like 13 for 19, 115 yards, and he looked good. And I was like, okay, Kenny Pickett. And then the second half, they even looked better. So, and they run the ball more. Jalen Ward was already doing this thing. Najee Harris this is part of his breakout game of the year. So I think they could be average or a little bit above average offense going forward, based on the opponents they play.
But I think Kev asked, was it preseason expectations or was it Von's preseason expectations? If it was Von preseason expectations, they not getting back there. No way, no how. And you talking about drafting one of their wide receivers, we talking about George Pickens and who is in one of my leagues, because I listened to Von. I said, I'm going to go get him. 8 points one week, 7 points another week, 7 points, 1, 9. Then he get you 15. He had 2 weeks where he got over 20 points. I don't think they're going to meet his expectations, but they're going to be good, though.
Yeah. Agreed. They're going to be all right. They're going to make the playoffs.
How y'all feel about their quarterback?
Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
He looked better yesterday, but under pressure, he do be looking crazy under pressure. It was one play under pressure, like pressure wasn't even there. He anticipated, even the commentator said it, and he just threw that shot. So he got to learn. Well, but there have been moments where he took a hit and he made a throw. He has done that. Like against the Browns, he made one to George Pickens when he got hit and he made a throw. But he's still young. Matt Cannon was his coordinator, so I gotta give him a chance with this new guy and next year because Matt Cannon is garbage. No garbage.
So I mean,
I like him.
I just wanted to see what you said because you said two things about the quarterback. I mean, we are in Pennsylvania, so you know we're gonna stay up there. You said the pressure, and he needs one more year. I mean, pressure when trailing. What's his record? Y'all know where I'm going with this. When he trailing, what's his record? That's all I keep hearing. When he trailing, what's his record? But I always ask another question to a question like, why y'all always trailing? But that's another day for us. It's another day for that. And then you talk about we need to see another year. Here's another year, 10-1 again. The Eagles keep finding ways to win. T-Pain just won the Soul Train Award, you know, where he did all his hits. And what was one of his hits? All I do is win, 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 no matter what. And the Eagles are there no matter what. They just keep finding ways to win. I know it sounds like I'm upset at that, but I'm really not. It's actually good football when you can watch a team just continuously win the way they are. So yesterday, about 4:30, you know, kickoff, raining, it's cold. We in Philadelphia. They got the Kelly Green jerseys on. And then Josh Allen and them walk out playing the Rocky theme. Dun, 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 dun. That was the last time. I guess they got the dun when they got kicked off the field. Because that's exactly what Jake Elliott did. He kicked the Eagles in the overtime, and then the Eagles came out victorious 37-34. I know Gabe Davis right now is one upset wide receiver. So we got to talk about the reaction. And I'm going to go first on this one. Because FJA had a lot to say yesterday. Well, only one member of FJA. The other members was like, look, it's a lose-lose for us. Because if Josh Allen comes out and he looks good, then we got to say Josh Allen looked good. But then if the Eagles win, we still got to wait for them to play the 49ers so we can say we get a chance to beat the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? And technically, Josh Allen did look good in that game. He made some throws. He made some pivotal runs when it was time to actually run. He had Big Jordan Davis out there chasing him. Felt the ground shake. He was over there moving. Big Jordan Davis was moving.
Hey, he was running 17 miles per hour. That's the fastest from any big defensive lineman in the league.
That's like if you push an Escalade down a hill in neutral. That's what Jordan Davis was looking like, man. But Josh Allen, man, he found a way to get out of bounds because if he would have fell on him, he might have been done, son. But the first half, Eagles, this is not their year. Last year, they were a first half team. They were getting up early on teams, and then next thing you know, second half come around, they like, other teams got to play catch up. This year, they starting off slow, but they like, all right, that third and fourth quarter, these are our quarters. Yesterday, when the Bills went up. I said, oh, they got a good chance. But I said, no, I seen this story before. Cowboys was up. Chiefs was up. Now the Bills are up. Can you come out and score in that third quarter and make the difference? Bills actually did that. But then the fourth quarter rolled around and the Eagles said, no, it's time to wake up. So they outscored them in the fourth quarter, 17-7. That's a lot of points from a quarterback that's still getting his knee together. And for me, man, my real reaction is both quarterbacks threw interceptions. That's one. But Hurts, this was the game right here to say, look, you wanted that MVP nod? This is that moment. And then when he ran it in after they got in the red zone and put his arms out like, this my city, because y'all booed me at first. Now you love me. That was the MVP moment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, they in our division.
So it was a good game overall. I thought Josh Allen had a really good game. Really good game. You know, if you look at the individual performance, I think Josh Allen had a better performance than Jalen Hurts overall. All right. The difference between the Eagles and Bills, the players, the people around Jalen Hurts stepped up, and the people around Josh Allen did not step up.
Diggs.
And you got to give Jalen Hurts credit for that. Because one thing about Josh Allen, I've been noticing, listening to all his press conferences, he ain't no leader. We just say that. He ain't no leader. He looks defeated almost every time they lose on the press conference. Looks defeated. So Jalen Hurts know how to elevate his team. Because I'm not, like, I don't think he waited to do this, right?
Hold up.
All right, go ahead.
Shout out to Kevo, $4.99 super chat.
Go ahead.
Dave, what's Purdy record when trailing? Hashtag catch up. Hashtag don't let us score first. I'm just saying. Eagle. Hungry dogs run faster. 2.5 favorite, huh? Okay, best sports. Man, don't talk to me unless you're going to put up a bet.
Read the rest, man. Read the rest.
Best Sports Network, R2L. You talk crazy now, but when I was talking crazy to you earlier, you kept backing up.
Hold on, he ain't put a bet out? You put a bet out?
He ain't put no bet up. I put a bet out.
Ain't the same one that said y'all scared to take a bet? Like, remember he tried to put a bet out.
I've been putting a bet out for this game since we found out we played in week 13.
Oh,
he been backing out every time. And now he backing out because he said he don't know if Lane Johnson going to play or not. Man, look, Tyler know Hufanga out for the rest of the year. Unless you're going to put a bet with me, don't talk.
Whew.
Let him cook.
That's the thing I like. Okay.
You don't want me, man.
But the reason why Hurts maybe front run the MVP right now is because who they beat. They beating everybody that's in the MVP race. They beat Dak Prescott. They beat Mahomes. They beat Tua. So now they got to play Purdy. And then he's done something that Purdy hasn't done, like he said, win while trailing. So this week is the MVP matchup for me. 49ers and the Eagles. If the 49ers beat the Eagles, Purdy's the front runner. If the Eagles beat the 49ers, then Jalen Hurts is clearly the front runner. All right?
CMC?
Yeah. Like Purdy leading the league in like quarterback QB, like quarterback rating and like and a lot of stuff, QB percentage, all that stuff, right? He's having a good decent year. C-Mac, I can't give it to C-Mac because he's not running away with it, like amongst running backs. He's not like his yardage. He got like 800 yards. He's not on a record-setting pace. For a running back to actually get the MVP, they got to break some records. And CMC is now on track to do something spectacular to me. I mean, he's having a really great year though.
Franchise records, but
franchise, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's playing great, Dave. But MVP caliber over your quarterback who's playing great too, can't do that. You know,
the quarterback didn't win when he wasn't dead. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
That's true. You know, hey, it is what it is. AP won because they're on Christian Ponder with his quarterback. We won't give it to him. But but Josh Allen played good that game. He did throw that interception in the fourth quarter, but he put his team in position to win that game. He really did. Like, and then I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I said, I'm not a person to blame the refs, but the refs were horrible.
That was perfect timing. We at Cardo with the 199 super chat. Look, they dropped the
Uh-oh.
super chat.
Kev, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Shout out to R2L. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I was reading the comments, But anyways, shout out to Cardo for the 199 super chat. But the Eagles are doing their thing, man. Like think about the Bills. They had a terrible intentional grounding call on the Bills, which is horrible. That should have been a daggone horse collar, which caused them a touchdown, right? Also, it wasn't even intentional grounding. This is the players right there. He threw it to a player. Number two, they kicker missed 2 field goals. One got blocked, and one he just straight up missed. And then him and Gabe Davis ain't on the same page on that touchdown. So I put that on Gabe Davis for real. So, but like I said, this dude is 0-6 in overtime games, right? So I gotta look at that and say, Josh Allen, it's probably because you're not elevating your team, right? And on top of that, I think the Bills gonna make the playoffs, y'all. This is the same story that happened 2 years ago. They played the Buccaneers. Josh Allen played a really good game after they're playing bad. Played a really good game, his best game of the year. And then they lost in overtime. And then what they do? They were 7-6, and they won every game after that. So kind of similar situation right here. Instead of 7-6, they're 6-6. And every game after that, they averaged 30 points a game. They were scoring like crazy. And Josh Allen went crazy. So I thought even though they lost, that was good because Josh Allen played incredible to me. But Jalen Hurts, man, he finds a way to win. Finds a way to win.
So they got Kansas City next.
They beat Kansas City the last 2 times in the regular season. They have beaten Kansas City.
Next.
Where?
In Buffalo.
Okay.
Then after that, they could possibly win out. They got the Chargers, Patriots, and I don't know. They got Miami too. So
yeah, they got Miami in Miami too. That's in Miami. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. But I think they'll win. You got Houston and Broncos. They play each other. They're gonna beat each other over there. So it's gonna,
it's gonna play out. Schedule makers, they knew what they was doing in the beginning. We was complaining at first, but it looks like it's all panning out. The script
Everybody
is
playing
going
each
the way
other.
the script is working the way they wanted it to.
Everybody playing each other. And yes, I'm putting Purdy over Mahomes right now. Sorry.
So I can go down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
No. This about the Eagles. It's not about our game. So I'm not about to talk crazy because at the end of the day, the Eagles took care of business. They did what they were supposed to do. Jalen Hurts, he just keep finding ways to win, man. He just keep finding ways to win. This team steps up when they need to. They make plays when they need to. They do exactly what they need to do. Brandon Graham had confidence going to OT at the coin toss. Gabe Davis said, "Yeah, we want the ball." Brandon said, "It don't matter. It don't matter." And that's exactly what happened. They went down and got a field goal, and then Eagles went down and got a touchdown, a clutch quarterback sneak by Jalen Hurts with a touchdown to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
So the Eagles are doing what they're taking care of business. This is supposed to be the gauntlet of their schedule. They played the Dolphins, beat them. Played the Chiefs, beat them. Just played the Bills, beat them. So they're winning the games that they're supposed to be that they're supposed to win. Last year we were talking about the schedule, saying that hey, they ain't beat nobody. They ain't beat no quarterbacks. Well, they just beat Tua, Mahomes, and Josh Allen in back-to-back weeks. So they're doing what they're taking care of business. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Yes, there could have been opportunities where they could have lost against the Bills because again the AJ Brown catch that could have been called a fumble. But at the end of the day, it wasn't called a fumble.
That was the one.
So we can't give that.
That's facts.
We can't say that that's the reason why. So look, there are a lot of things that happen within the game, but the Eagles just do whatever needs to be done to be able to. And Kelsey makes key blocks all the time. All the time. There was one play where
touchdown.
Yes, the game winner.
It was a fake, and he bumped one and then blocked the other guy. I said, man, he doing exactly what he's supposed to do. I didn't.
Go ahead, Dave. Stay focused.
Oh my goodness. You know that went disrespectful.
I know. I said it for the people in the back.
Okay. But it's just, man, I can't wait for Sunday. That's for me. I can't wait for Sunday. That was definitely um that was a great game to watch. Honestly, that was a
It
really great
was.
game. Now, I honestly didn't. I couldn't watch the entire game because I was on the boxing show, but I did go back and watch what I missed. So that was a really really good game. Shout out to the Eagles, man. They're 10-1. They got the best record in the NFL. Everyone is saying that they're the best team in the NFL right now. And hey, the Vegas may say that they're 2.5 underdogs against us, but they ain't no underdogs. They 10-1. And we'll see them pitches on Sunday.
Now, Joe, you was going down that road talking about how the refs, the officiating. I mean, I've said this probably on 3 episodes now. They find a way to capitalize off your mistakes. If you want to keep getting penalties, they gonna score. I mean, the Eagles had a moment where Kelsey had to go use the bathroom and he got like 5 false starts, but they still found a way to score.
Made that field goal. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, teams, when you already know at this point, and you have to say it, that the Eagles are a good team for that said reason. If you know that the penalties they're going to capitalize on, you have to play a good, clean game. It's kind of like back when you had to play Brady in them. It's like if you're going to play the Patriots, you know you have to be at your A game. So all the penalties that you can stop, you need to stop them. Now, that call on A.J. Brown, any other team, some people would say it's a fumble. We all thought it was a fumble, but it wasn't. So now it's time to go out there and make another play. At the end of the day, the Bills, just like the Chiefs, just like the Cowboys, I can't say the Dolphins because they kind of blew them out the water once they got ahead. But all those teams that had a chance to make a play after that, you got to make the play. You don't, they will, and they'll win.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the kicker, Jake Ackley. He just happens to make clutch kick after clutch kick after clutch kick.
They shouldn't have called that timeout. They should have just let him kick.
He just bombed it.
Because they could have used that timeout when they got the ball back.
Yeah.
Or what's they should let them catch the ball and run it. They rush to the line. They gotta kick the field goal being rushed.
Yeah.
But poor execution. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But
I want to do one more thing since we're talking about this because we about to get out of here. I know I talk about Nick Sirianni a lot, like how he do all his front running. But at the end of the day, to have this team composed, the quarterback and the coach are sometimes a semblance of what the team is. And I crack jokes on Jalen Hurts all the time about him reading Instagram quotes, but those two are in sync. They're like the yin and the yang. When it's time to go make a play, you'll see Nick Sirianni get serious, and you'll just see Jalen Hurts like locked in. And that's when you know it's like, all right, everything around us is going bad, but I'm going to make sure that a play is going to be made. Swift made a key play. Even when A.J. Brown let them knock the ball out of his hands, he still found a way to make a play. Smitty not being a part of the offense most of the season, still making big plays when it's time. Dallas Goedert might be coming back. So, again, you just got to be ready when you're playing this Eagles team. And that's why I think the 49ers are going to beat them.
Let's get it.
Let's get these last words, man.
Last word. So, look, I got a bone to pick with the NBA. All right. In-season tournament MVP right now. Number one, Tyrese Halliburton. Averaging 28.5 points, 4 rebounds, 13.5 assists. Number 2, LeBron James. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 7.5 assists. Number 3, Dame Dollar. 29 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Number 4, Sabonis, 19.7 points, 12.7 rebounds, 8.3 assists. And number 5, Devin Booker, 30.7 points, 4 rebounds, 8.3 assists. Where is De'Aaron Fox? De'Aaron Fox in the in-season tournament, Tomo and Dave, is averaging 39.5 points, 7.5 assists, 7.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists. Y'all see what I'm talking about, right?
This man is almost averaging a 40-point triple-double, and he's not in the MVP top 5 conversation. That's crazy. For the
so it's cool. And we just beat your beloved Minnesota Timberwolves at home. Given their first home loss in the daggone season, in the NCAA tournament also. First, we leading our group. The Lakers, they playing with the Blazers, the Grizzlies, the Utah Jazz, So, come on, man. But, hey, hashtag Swiper MVP season. Hey, look, shout out to my man Daryl in the chat. Hey, you see my Kings, right? I used to come on a show. He used to be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a Kings fan. Hey, you ain't saying no more, are you? Ain't saying no more, are you? You see them Kings, right? Hashtag Swiper MVP season. Kings got the Warriors tomorrow. Whoever wins that game wins our group. Them daggone Warriors, man.
It's a rivalry now. I'm about to say. They are 49ers, man. Y'all got to beat them.
And then Draymond Green coming back. That's the game coming back.
He got his boots right. He got the big boots on now.
So it's going to be on TNT, right? It's going to be in Sacramento. So I'm ready for that. And Commanders, man, hey, listen. Right now, create some winning habits. Get my man Seven House some W's under his belt. Airbnb, I need you to cook. We need you next year. All right, get a good impression on these owners. We need to bring you back next year. So that's all I gotta say. Like the bean.
There, you want to go last? Hey. Oh, you got some good news or something?
Good news for me.
Oh.
Miami quarterback Tyler Van Dyke has entered the NCAA transfer portal. Bye-bye.
Oh, you on one? Okay.
No, I don't. Good.
Hey, I watched CTC one time. He's supposed to be the SEC MVP.
ACC, but
ACC, my bad. ACC.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that. You saw who said that. Ace, not me. Not me. I didn't agree with that at all. But
I was like, dang. Matter of fact, he said Heisman. I think he said Heisman.
I thought he said MVP.
Tripping if he said that.
I thought he
tripping
said
if he said
I
that.
hope he said MVP.
Carl got me in the comments.
Yeah. But shout out to Carl. That's where I got this shirt from.
Oh my God.
Because that's how remember the Duke and MSU game. Since we beat the brakes off MSU in that game, I got a shirt for that. So, for me, I only got one message, and it's for one team.
Oh,
San Francisco. We have waited for this game. I know it's been circled on our calendars. Week 13, Sunday in Philly, where it all happened last year at the NC Championship game. We know Purdy got hurt. Defense had played well up until the third quarter, and we just couldn't do anything else because we were too tired. Debo been talking all season. Brandon, you've been talking all off season. Brandon Graham just called us, said that we was crying and all of that. Said boo-hoo and all that. So it's real beef now.
He ain't say that.
He did. He said that.
Can't let that
so
old
guess
man
what?
y'all.
Let's go up in Philly and show them why we are the best team in the NFL. Fred Warner, you said that in the locker room. You said that we are the best team in the NFL. AJ and our group said that you was a deer in headlights last time that we saw you.
Yeah, he kept bringing that up.
Show them why you're the best linebacker in the league. Their linebackers can't cover nobody. So, George Kittle, I expect you to have a great game.
I'm tuning in.
Reddick. Okay, I don't care who it was, but I know it was an Eagle. And I hope y'all wear them ugly Kelly Green jerseys so we can wipe our butts with that on Sunday. So let's get the Eagles out the way and let's win on Sunday. Bang, bang, 9 the game. Let's cook them birds on Sunday.
You know what I'm here for.
Dave said he's showing up like Dame Dollar, Dave Dollar. But my last words is more so for the NFL. Defensive player of the year. I know there was a lot of talk about it. People keep going back and forth, and they like, why should DeRon Bland win? And he just came out of nowhere. Think about this guy. This guy didn't start for 2 games. He was a slot corner for 2 games. 5 interceptions ran back for touchdowns, right? Let me ask you all a question. Which one you think is harder, getting a sack or getting an interception?
Interception.
There we go. And then think about getting an interception and then to run the actual ball back, right? So I did some numbers right quick, right? There was the last three. Well, we're going to go 4 because Stephon Gilmore was the last one to win it. But the last 2 pass rushers that won Defensive Player of the Year, one of them tied the all-time sack leading record, right? They tied it, 22.5, TJ Watt. And then if you go with Nick Bosa, the year he won, he had 18.5, right? You talking about a kid that still got 4 more games to play and has already broken a record. And no one really wants to put his just due on him being Defensive Player of the Year. So, hey, Myles Garrett, I want you to know this. You want to win Defensive Player of the Year? Go break the record. Because you got a kid right now that all he has to do is at least get 2 more interceptions in these next 2 games. Well, not next 2. We're going to say at least against Hurts. Because Joe said if you get one in a big game, then everyone's really going to notice it. So he get 1 more interception, and then it's case closed. And think about this, too. He's not Michael Parsons. They're not calling him the next LT. He's not Trayvon Diggs, who also broke a record. They're not calling him the next Deion Sanders. They just like, bro, that's Darren Bryant. That's it. So look, next time y'all want to talk about the Cowboys being in the limelight, they're not even using this moment to hype the kid up. It's the fans that's saying it. You would think Jerry and them would be pushing this. They not. They're just like he broke a record and act like it never even happened. So next time y'all see somebody get 5 pick sixes in the season, I want to hear y'all talk about that the same way y'all talked about Trayvon Diggs letting all them reception yards go when he got all them interceptions. Keep the same energy.
Darius Lace, I think he is.
Daryl.
He wanted to be a Cowboy.
Daryl's a Steelers fan, right?
Yeah.
You remember what happened week 1?
They got that look in his eye.
He had a rough day with Kincaid.
30-7. I'm not predicting that to happen with the Eagles. The Eagles are a lot better than the Steelers. So, and yeah, we got 10 days to prepare. So what? At the end of the day, you still got to go out there and play. I don't want to hear any excuses because you're not going to hear no excuses from me. Win or lose, you're not going to hear no excuses from me. There was no excuses from last time. But don't. Just wait till Sunday.
They asked for this, right? Last year it was like, dude,
y'all asked for this. Y'all asked for this, so don't complain about it. Y'all asked for this. Y'all wanted me to bring some energy. I'm bringing you the energy, and y'all quiet.
Yeah, they took
the same energy.
Level. All right, y'all. That was a great show, man. I know we went a little over, but hey, I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. And that's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all at the next episode.
Peace.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Tom will be on the next end.
I mean, they you see what they doing? They trying to win me over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there, fellas.
Looking forward to it in 2 Sundays, y'all.
Yep.
See y'all there. Have a great
Purdy's
day.
better. Oh my goodness.
Let's get out of here, Dave. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button, no matter what you're listening to or watching it. Hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.